Julie Carlisle here with Infinite Healing Connections, where I get to help the most amazing, heart-centered, generous, giving people in the world. And because they are so giving, they give everything they've got. And so they need to have some help healing their bodies and their minds and to find that energy, that vital energy that they need so they can continue to do those wonderful things they're doing in the world. And I have such a passion about helping them and helping them to find their purpose. And so I want to give you one thing you can do today to help you do that. And it has something to do with this. It's called a Maui Hook, so stay tuned. Okay, so I want to tell you a little story. So when I first started this whole journey of just this self-improvement stuff, right? I was in a coaching program. Well, it was actually my coaching certification. And they had us write down a vision. And this was a vision, it was put in the present tense in 3 years of what we would love. Now, all my life I've been told that I need to have goals, right? To be successful, you gotta have goals. So I have tried to do that, and I've not been successful at that. I'll make the goals, but I don't keep them. I don't know what it is about goals. But making a vision is different. So making a vision is fun, and you get to write down what you would love. You really get to dream big, like when you were a kid, and you would just dream so big, everything was possible. So you sit down and write it down on what you'd like to see in your health, in your relationships, in your vocation, and in your time and money freedom. Well, in that vision, one of the things that I did was Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii, and everybody says how beautiful it is and how much they love it. So I just thought, I really want to go and just see Hawaii for myself. So little did I know, and at that time, my second to youngest was home, and he was a senior, and he graduated high school that year. So within that next year, he actually applied and got a job in Hawaii on Maui, and he moved over there. And he is getting his sea time to be a sea captain. And so he's working on it's called Atlantis, and it's a submarine that is for tourists. So you can go and get on this, it's really cool. You get on a boat and you go over to where the submarine is, and then you actually climb down in the submarine and they hatch you in and everything. And then you go diving under the water and you go see a coral reef. It's beautiful. And then you go see, there's a sunken ship there, and it's turned into a coral reef. So all kinds of fish. We saw spotted stingrays. What are those little sharks? Tiger sharks? The little ones. Reef sharks. I think they were reef sharks. But all kinds of fish. It's beautiful. And whales. Oh my goodness, I had no idea we'd see that many whales. I guess this is the season when they're there having their babies. So there's like mama whales with their babies, and they're teaching them how to swim. And I guess because the babies can't breathe for very long, so they're always right on the surface. Like you see whale spouts everywhere you look. There's just whale spouts going on. And then you'll see them jump, and those little babies jump, and they're practicing. That's a dream come true. And really, I know it's because I put it in that vision. And when you put that order into the universe, things start happening. When I write a vision, I don't just write a vision and put it aside. No, I take my phone and I record that vision on there, and I listen to it. Now, I haven't been real great. I should listen to it every day, but I've been a while not listening to it. And anyway, I realized when I was there, like, oh my gosh, this was part of my vision to come to Hawaii. But I don't think we would have gone to Hawaii had our son not been working there. So that was a real incentive for us to get over there and see this boy, right? So anyway, make a vision, write it down in the present tense, date it in 3 years, because if you date it in a year, that's too soon and your brain will go, that's too quick, that's not going to happen. But if you date it too far, then the same thing happens. It's too far out. So 3 years is about just right. 3 years, and put that order in what you would like in all those areas of your life. And I thought it was interesting because when we were over there are other tribes and people that believe in visions as well. And I thought it was so cool. So it's my youngest son's 18th birthday, and he's graduating this year. So we're going to be empty nesters, but He just turned 18 yesterday, and we were looking for the perfect present to give him for his 18th birthday. Well, we came across this amazing man who is carving. He was out on the street, and he had a booth, and he was carving these out of bone. Now, they're whalebone. They used to be whalebone, but they, obviously with the whales, they won't let them do that anymore. But it's still made out of bone. He uses cow bone. So he was out there carving these by hand, and I was like, oh my heck. And my husband loved him. He says, we got to get one of those for our son. And so I want to tell you what it means, though. Okay, there's this whole cool meaning, and so this is called a Maui hook for the island of Maui. And I'm just going to read this. So it symbolizes hard work, sacrifice, and endurance to make everything you want to accomplish in life come true. So Hawaii Loa was the captain of the ship who discovered the islands of Hawaii, and his oldest son was Maui. And he was a great navigator and a fisherman. And he would use hooks carved from whale bones. Maui was well known throughout all of Polynesia for discovering all the Hawaiian islands and for his hard work and his sacrifice. The legend tells when Maui threw his hook into the ocean, the hook was caught on something. To his surprise, an island appeared before him. He then named the island after his son, Kauai, after his son, which is the oldest island in Hawaii. The next island he named after himself to preserve his name. This legend is continued to be told today, reminding every generation of Maui's hook. You must make a wish so your life will be just as successful as Maui's. So the old Polynesian guy there that was selling them, he let me record him, and he told us how we use the Maui hook. So I'm going to see you. Okay, look at him.
The Maui's hook, before we wear that, we have a wish before we put it on. My name is Maui's hook and get our wish to come true. But when we wear that, it's always to remind us to focus to get our wish to come true to our life.
I love that. Thank you.
So awesome. But he said that before you put the Maui's hook on, you make a wish of what you want your life to be, a vision. And then every time you put that hook on, you are reminded of that vision, and you work toward that vision. You sacrifice and you work hard and you work toward that vision. So that's another important thing, is that once you make your vision, it's not going to do you any good if you just listen to it. But you need to take the steps to that vision. And there is always one step you can do from where you are today with what you have. And so as you listen to that vision, and you will feel the promptings, you will, and the opportunities will come. And you'll just take, and they're little increment steps, okay? They don't have to be this huge leap, which they can be though. They can be huge quantum leaps. But we take those little steps toward that vision, and so that we're living in that vision. So we're here, we want to be here, but we're living from the vision, okay? And so I love that there is this Maui's hook to symbolize that. Now you can probably go on Amazon and order one of these if you want one, and I recommend it because it can remind you of your vision, and you can make a wish and put it on. So this is my son's, and I almost wish that I would have got one for me. I guess I'll have to go to Maui and get one for me. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you will make a vision, write a vision, and report that vision, and listen to that vision, and just feel the vibration of that vision coming into your body. See ya.